Today, I'm going to be answering all of your personal questions. Over on the Insta of the gram, I said, let's do a Q&A for the 4th channel. All right, proper, original content. But I'm going to make sure we get the juicy questions, not like, oh, what do you have for dinner? It was a chicken katsu curry for reference. But let's get on to the questions. I've not looked at any of them. The first one is coming in from Deji, who just says, I reckon I could destroy you at FIFA, you scrub. Which, again, does perfectly show Deji's intelligence, because that is not a question, you idiot. I'd also slap you anytime, Deji, if you're watching. Anytime you want it, catch these hands, mate, all right? Have we got any actual good questions, please? If your Uncle Jack was stuck on a horse, would you help your Jack off? Would you help... Oh, sorry, I've read... Okay, no. You can't be serious about you appearing in goal for Sunday League. Stevie Wonder could do a B. Again, these aren't questions. And yes, absolutely. I want to go a goal in Sunday League. What's wrong with that? But I will be, lads, on the topic of Sunday League, I have just received a text message, which I will show you now. Hello, mate. We had to pick the best squad possible this week. Based on everything we've seen, I'm not playing. So I'm not playing this week because, I don't know. I've not actually played a game for them yet. They've benched me without even seeing me play. They also said they're going to do it for the next 2 weeks. After these 2 weeks, we're going to start... After these 2 weeks, they're going to start rotating. In 2 weeks' time, boys, I'm not here. I am going in locked in, if you guys didn't see, if I quickly show you. As you can see, I'm in locked in season 4, which is basically like a YouTuber Big Brother. So, big detour, but basically, I'm not playing Sunday League forever, because the only time I could play, I've been dropped. And then obviously, I'm in Big Brother, which I guess we should probably speak about a little bit. Yeah, I'm going into locked in, lads, which is, as I said, basically Big Brother of YouTube. Going to be very, very weird, very, very different to what I'm used to than playing FIFA, but hopefully you guys can watch and support me, vote me, and all that good stuff. But sorry, that is a massive detour at that point. Apologies. Let's get back to the I say back to the questions. We've not actually had a question yet. Do I want to open a 5th channel? That's somebody that hasn't been up to date, because if you guys don't know, we do have a 5th channel. It's called Downey Aaron's VODs. And it's basically just where I upload my VODs to YouTube from Twitch. So... there you go, lads. We have got a 5th channel if you guys want. Cheers. Next question. Am I going to play the new Spider-Man? No, I'm not a virgin.
You're a virgin.
If I could have a meal with anyone alive or dead, who would you pick? It's bad that my immediate reaction's Adolf Hitler, which is going to have to be censored. I just feel like I'd like to pick his brains a little bit. See where, maybe, let's go with a more better answer. I was about to say Lionel Messi, but imagine me and Lionel Messi trying to have a discussion, mate. It would be autism galore. Again, someone just said, just saw you in your caravan on the motorway. Not a question, mate. Do I watch edits of myself? Lads, if I just quickly go to TikTok, right? And I go in the search bar. Whoa. As you can see, I have searched myself on TikTok, all right? I will be honest with you. I have searched myself on TikTok. I'll be honest, it's at least a weekly occurrence, all right? Mini Minter or Chris MD, who is better at YouTube football? Who is better at YouTube football? Good question. No, I would say Simon's better in a real game experience thing. No, is he? Oh, God, I don't know. No, I'd say they are very, very close, no matter what you can say. But I think in a real game experience, Simon just edges it, maybe. Chris MD's a bit of a set-piece merchant, in my opinion, but he can dribble like, it's Chris MD's dribbling. Wow. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? I'd argue that is not a question. I also have no idea what that is, to be honest with you. Right, I'm not reading that one out. But you know what? Actually, I'll say yes. All right, I will say yes to that one. Who is the most famous person in my contacts is a good question. Probably my mum. I can't lie. My mum is definitely top 3. I mean, we've got the obvious, like, YouTube boys. I'm trying to think. Honestly, probably the only one that isn't technically a YouTube boy is Ben Foster. But I'm petrified to text him or anything. But I'll say Ben Foster, and then obviously the YouTube boys, but that it's a bit cheesy. But I think, when I say YouTube boys, you probably know who I mean. Of all the... Okay, this ties into the next question quite nicely. Of all the famous people you've met, have you ever found yourself starstruck around any? To be honest, starting out 100%, like, anybody I met, like, the Sidemen, even smaller people than that. You got to remember, lads, I'm a young boy. All right, I grew up watching all of these YouTubers. So anyone I met, like, even 6-7 months ago was like, I was starstruck. I had to pinch myself every single time. Obviously, the Sidemen, the FIFA boys, like, mate, I can't lie. Even like, I remember like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I met Harry Hesketh. And like, this is a guy I've been growing up watching. So even that was a little bit like, wow, that, I'm a little bit starstruck. Don't tell him that. That's a massive ego boost for him. But yeah, I'd say basically, yeah, everyone I've met until like now, even now, I get a little bit starstruck meeting people. How long will I continue to do content for? Well, hopefully forever. To be honest with you, I'd love to just I can see myself being like 45 years old and still doing this. At least that's the plan. Like, I really, really would like to do this forever. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to be the same stuff like playing FIFA, all this. It's just going to be whatever I want it to be, hopefully, is the plan. But I love making content. I've done it for now. When you think about it, I've now done it for like 10 years. Like, I started out as like an 11, 12-year-old. So I've done this for at least a decade now. And I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. As long as you lot keep watching, which would be quite nice, then, we can keep going. All right, so I like it. But even if I stop getting, like, views, I'd probably still do it, to be honest with you. Like, I'd still just upload anyway, because why not? But, the views would be nice, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah, to be fair, I guess I should kind of talk about Locked In. Someone said, how do I feel about going in Locked In? I really don't know. I can't lie. I said yes, like, 3 months ago and didn't really think about it. Now I'm going to go from just sitting in my room playing FC24 to then having to, like, speak to people I've never met before for, like, 2 weeks straight. It's going to be very, very weird. Obviously, it's, I like doing stuff like this. Like, when you look back on your experience, like, let's say, we're speaking about content creation. Like, let's say it all comes to an end soon. I don't want to look back and just be like, yeah, it was good. Remember that time I played FIFA? Or remember that time I played UFC? I want to be like, oh, remember that time I went in a YouTube house for 2 weeks, locked away. I want to have some experiences, So I think right now, it's a little bit dodgy. Like, I can't lie. I'm not nervous. I'm just a little bit, like, weirded out by it. But I think after the 2 weeks is done, I'm going to be like, oh, that was insane. That was sick. Or who knows, I could absolutely hate it. But that's what I want to do. I want to have these experiences where, worst case, I can just be like, well, that was a bit weird and a bit bad. Oh, well, move on with my life, I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that than, like, be like, oh, God, imagine I went in. I'm going to, I regret not saying yes, blah, 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 blah. I've made quite a good effort to basically say yes to everything. That's kind of like, it's how I'm in, like, a lot of videos that aren't on my channel. I just say yes to everything. Like, even if it doesn't make sense, one I can remember. Chris MD, he said, do you want to go to Dubai? I was very, very ill. I was behind on videos. It made no sense to do so. I got on that plane immediately, mate, and I went to Dubai. Why not? Have some fun. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Chris, for that, by the way. What a legend. I look back, and, that's it. I look back on that with fond memories, even though I was very ill and, probably could have died. This seems like a good way to end it. We've got a question from Adam. He says, how much did my setup cost overall? It ain't pretty, but to be fair, what I want to do... Hey, lads, by the way, setup, look at that. We've now set up all of these, like, LEDs. I think it looks 10 times better. I am going to be doing a complete video on the setup tour. I won't lie, the amount I've spent on it now is probably very, very outrageous. I'll say it's definitely minimum 5 figures is what I've spent. All right, we'll call it there for now. And then I'll reveal all in the setup tour video. So, lads, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys again soon. Peace.